Well, a semi-well-known story goes something like this. Four students missed the final exam for their statistics class. They went to the professor and said, please, oh please, let us make up the final. We carpooled together, and on our way to class we got a flat tire. And that is why we missed the exam. Well, the professor didn't believe them, because students. But instead of arguing, he said, sure, you can make the exam. Be in my office tomorrow at 8. The next day they met in the office. He sent each student to a separate room and gave them an exam. The exam consisted of one question. Now, that's basically the end of that story, but let's go ahead and imagine for a moment that all four students answered the left rear tire. Now, certainly the professor would be surprised. He had assumed the students were lying, so maybe he thinks they just got lucky. After all, if they just guessed, they could still all have chosen the same tire. But then he does some quick calculation and figures out the probability of all four students will guess the same is only about 1.6%. And if you're interested, the basic way you can do this calculation is whatever the first student chose, the second, third, and fourth student would have a 1 in 4 chance of matching that. So if you do 1/4 for the second student, 1/4 for the third, 1/4 for the fourth, multiply those together, you get 1.6%. Regardless, reluctantly, the professor concedes that the students were probably not lying. This is a pretty low probability. And now he must give them all an A on the exam. It's a very sad story.